In today's news, XRP to $10 by the end of the 2025 bull cycle. That would put XRP at a $570 billion market cap. While that may seem somewhat unrealistic, need I remind you of all the major ongoing political developments that are happening, and it is with the developments that we are seeing XRP's price go on a parabolic rally, a 3x in price in the past 3 weeks, which is absolutely insane. XRP has not just surpassed $1.30, the first time it's done that since 2021 bull cycle, but XRP is rallying even further beyond that. Currently, it's absolutely dominating the Coinbase trading volume, capturing 18%, $660 million of the total volume, outpacing the likes of Bitcoin right now. XRP is currently valued at $1.48, up roughly 18.62% on the daily time frame. And this momentum, in my personal belief, not financial advice of course, but it is far from over, as the official confirmation has come to light now that SEC chairman, the tyrant himself, Gary Gensler, will be stepping down. So, with us waving goodbye to the most harmful SEC chairman in history, wishing him good riddance, safe to say that Thanksgiving came early. We have it here from Fox Business journalist Elena Terrett, the SEC statement announcing Gary Gensler's resignation, which states, and I quote, "Under Chair Gensler, the Commission continued the work Chair Jay Clayton began to protect investors in the crypto markets. During Chair Gensler's tenure, the agency brought actions against crypto intermediaries for fraud, wash trading, registration violations, and other misconducts. Despite the small, tiny percentage the crypto industry takes up in the US capital markets, almost a fifth of all complaints last year were in fact crypto related, and after the courts denied the SEC's regulation by enforcement actions repeatedly, well, something of course needed to change." Sounds like to me though that the SEC and Gary Gensler are trying to part off their mistakes to former Chair Jay Clayton. But it wasn't Chair Jay Clayton that kept fighting a lawsuit against Ripple, claiming XRP was security even after Judge Torres deemed that it wasn't, which even former CFTC chairman Christian Carlo agreed, saying XRP should not be regulated as a security. Furthermore, it was not Jay Clayton who tried to stop Grayscale and Wall Street from launching Bitcoin ETFs, to which the SEC was forced to oblige and change their mind. No, it was all Gary Gensler and his SEC who did all of those things, as well as trying to restrict the likes of Binance and Coinbase, and he could have stopped this at any time. But because he didn't, he has well and truly tarnished the reputation of this SEC, and that reputation will be difficult to build back up again. We got here from Financial Services GOP, so Congress once more, another L for Gary Gensler's crusade. Even on his way out the door, he is still causing issues. His constant power grabs is leaving the SEC with less and less authority while weakening our capital markets and stifling innovation. But thankfully, now that Gary Gensler's resignation, he has announced to resign, there's a lot we can expect development-wise surrounding Ripple and XRP. Probably why it's rallying so much right now. First off, being the lawsuit is either going to be settled or dropped very, very quickly. We'll see XRP ETFs, Ripple IPOs, RLUSD stablecoin to be launched, and even US institutions will be green-lighted to converse and start trading with Ripple and XRP. All of these developments here, as well as many more I'm sure, but these developments in particular, is what is causing XRP to rally right now. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot more incoming, which is why I created a free to join Discord server where almost 500 people now are working towards achieving financial freedom, spreading our knowledge in order to become rich in this cycle. So by all means, click the link in the description below if you want to join, because XRP, in my personal belief, and not financial advice, is about to explode so much higher. $10 XRP is indeed possible, especially following this bullish report here from Reuters no less, pointing towards Ripple for a seat on the Trump advisory board. A slew of companies, the likes of Ripple as well as Kraken and Circle, are jostling for a seat on President-elect Trump's promised Crypto Advisory Council. This puts Ripple in an extremely strong position to be established in the White House, and considering Ripple's partnerships already, they have a better chance than most in my personal belief. For example, Ripple's partnership with Finastra means that the XRP ledger is connected to 11,000 institutions that use SWIFT, setting XRP's price therefore with adoption much, much higher. This is absolutely massive and proves that crypto and XRP's takeover is inevitable. And it has become a political issue. We have now a majority crypto Congress right now, which is not proving that crypto is, again, political, but also taking over by all means necessary. And elections, as we know now, definitely have consequences. And these have been disastrous for Gary Gensler and his anti-crypto buddies. And Republican French Hill puts it here. Take a close listen.
Under the Obama and Biden administration, we instead saw the government was weaponized. And this committee on both sides of the aisle have talked about Operation Choke Point. We talked about people's individual rights on firearms and firearm-related businesses in your previous tour with the Obama administration. And in this administration, we've had conversation after conversation about digital assets being debanked by the Biden-Harris administration. So much so that even Ranking Member Waters said the following: on Operation Choke Point, I don't believe an American citizen should have their bank accounts closed down and nobody tells them why, or you have nowhere to appeal. So I know we can work with Republicans on something like that. And I agree, no one thinks this is fair. And I hope, Madam Ranking Member, we can work on that. Mr. Grunberg, do you agree with what Ranking Member Waters' statement?
I certainly, well, the short answer is yes, and I would say for any time an account is closed, we have a policy at the FDIC of notifying the institution and providing an explanation in writing as to why that's occurred, as well as the legal basis for the action.
Do you have any evidence that the FDIC examiners have attempted to use verbal direction to banks about digital asset debanking to avoid the Freedom of Information Act?
Congressman, not that I'm aware of.
Yield back, Mr. Chairman.
But of course, that is not all the light at the end of the tunnel. It starts to become blinding as Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse explains his bullish stance on crypto with Trump taking office soon on Fox Business here. So again, pay very close attention.
The Trump rally continues. Trump Media and Technology Group also reportedly in advanced talks to acquire crypto exchange Bakkt. Bakkt says it does not comment on, quote, market rumors or speculation. The acquisition would mark Trump's latest move into the world of crypto after promising to explore crypto-friendly policies on the campaign trail. Joining me now is the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Brad, great to see you.
Very good to see you.
Thanks so much for being here. Tell us how Ripple fits into this whole crypto framework that we're actually understanding better and better recently.
So from the earliest days, Ripple has been focused on solving the problem around cross-border payments. It's slow, it's expensive, and we use a digital asset called XRP to help speed that up, make it very inexpensive and very reliable. But the challenge, as you know well, is the U.S. has had this very hostile. The Biden administration has been waging a war on crypto, and I think an unlawful war. Courts have agreed with us on that. And we're finally seeing that kind of unlocked in a Trump embraced crypto and crypto embraced Trump. And I think we're seeing that reflect in kind of how the markets have reacted since the election.
So for Ripple, do you think that this also unlocks new revenue opportunities for you in the U.S.? Because I know the customer base is largely outside the U.S.
You're exactly right. You know, the United States SEC filed a lawsuit about what is XRP 4 years ago. And so it kind of froze the U.S. market opportunity for us. You know, if you're a U.S. bank or U.S. financial institution, you're like, let's just wait and see how this plays out. So sure. 95% of our customers are outside the United States. And finally, I think we're at a point where we can actually see growth and see the crypto industry thrive here in the United States. The largest economy in the world has really been leaning out of the crypto economy. As we bring this new, really the Trump cabinet to bear, getting those clear rules, which we've been asking for under the Biden administration for years, I think we're finally going to get that clarity, which will help the U.S. lead again. And I think, Trump talks about making America great again. I think he's going to make crypto great again in the United States.
Nice.
Gary Gensler leaves. He resigns the day that Trump takes office. That could be the elusive flip the switch date that we have been waiting for, but time will tell. In my belief, $10 XRP is possible. Let me know what you think in the free Discord server. Again, the link is below, and I'll see you in the next one.